Elvis the Frank, Elvis the Frank.
Yeah. Okay.
Eric Canada, Craig Forrest, James Rondia.
West Ham.
No, where in Canada he came from, what part of Canada?
Vancouver.
Sure about that, you just say that to make this man very happy.
Just make the man very happy. Okay, right everyone. Now this is the obviously the Chelsea dressing room. This was also built 3 years ago, so obviously built at the same time. Very different from the room you just left. What we've actually got here is the shirts laid out. Most of them are obviously from last season. We've had a few new players come in. We haven't actually done their shirts yet, but you can see where they sit. New players are Scott Sinclair sits here. He's not number 44, he's number 17. Glenn Johnson is here. And then we've got Steve Sidwell, he sits here. And then Claudio Pizarro, Tal Ben Heim and Florent Malouda all sit basically where they are there. Now the reason that we don't have their shirts out is because we can't actually have actual shirts, because what happens with shirts, players only wear a shirt once. Once they've worn it, they will sign it, and it then goes off to auction or to charity. So they don't actually wear shirts more than once. They may change shirt at half time. If they do, they will sign that one and it goes out. They actually have 4 shirts each for each game. And so they will sign them. So what we have to put out is obviously shirts which are very similar. They're not the actual shirts that they actually wore. I'll show you what a typical locker looks like. Nice areas to hang their clothes. These grills at the back throw out individual air conditioning. But it's not just ordinary air conditioning, it's actually rose perfumed air conditioning, so all their clothes smell really nice. And obviously somewhere to plug in their hair dryers and their straighteners and their curlers and things. And then the bleach box, right, very important. Now as I said, they will come in here and they will find 4 shirts, 4 shorts, 4 pairs of socks. Now, the way this room is laid out is very much laid out friends sitting next to friends, okay? So it's not in any specific order, it is just friendship groups. Friendship groups tend to be based a lot on language. And one of the interesting facts about this year's squad is we've actually got 9 English players in the team. Now, those of you obviously from Italy normally have a lot of Italian players in the Italian teams. In England, we don't. We tend to have mainly a lot of sort of foreign players and 1 or 2 English players. We've actually, a few years back, put out a team with no English players at all. But that's all changed. We've now got 9 English players in our squad, which is the most of any team in the Premiership, okay? Which is a good thing. It means we are giving sort of local players, or not local, but English players more chance. So we've got Scott Sinclair, Wayne Bridge, Sean Wright, Phillips, Glenn Johnson, John Terry, Frank Lampard, Ashley Cole, Joe Cole and Steve Sidwell, all English players. Obviously speak English. These 3 also speak very good English as well. Pizarro's from Peru, but he does speak excellent English. He's very good. Ben Hines from Israel speaks very good English. And this group here from Florent Malouda around to Diarra speak a lot of French. They're not all French. I mean, obviously Malouda is French, Makelele is French, and Diarra is French. Drogba has played in France. He's from the Ivory Coast, which is a French-speaking country. Essien has played in France, so he obviously speaks pretty good French. Mikel doesn't. He's from Nigeria, but he does speak a bit of French, so obviously they do get on quite well there. Shevchenko obviously speaks a bit of English now, Ukrainian, and speaks obviously very good Italian. But the only Italian in the team is Carlo Cudicini. So, you know, I guess they sort of do converse quite well. Then we've got 3 Portuguese players who tend to not only sort of sit together here, they tend to live fairly close to each other as well. And then, I'm sure you Italians are going to argue with me, but in my view, the best goalkeeper in the world. No, he's the best goalkeeper in the world, okay? Buffon is number 2, okay? So he's from the Czech Republic.